Nope. Huh? I guess so. I don't know.
KGAS is Ken.
Hey, Ken, this is Larry.
Hey, Larry, how are you, sir?
Okay, I think we're about ready to go.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold, and Josh is in there, and he'll get you set up.
Okay, all right. Let's go.
Just a sec. Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, you bet, Josh. I think we're ready to go for sure.
All righty. You ready for me to give you a countdown?
Uh-huh, you bet.
All righty. And 3, 2, 1. You're live, Larry.
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Carthage Bulldog Baseball. Larry Allen, along with Thomas Powell, coming to you live from Bulldog Park. Game 4 of the Scott Lee Invitational Tournament. And we've got the Carthage Bulldogs going up against the Liberty Panthers in Game 4. Leading off for Liberty is going to be Casper Eccles, the shortstop. Cade Moore into the windup, and the pitch is in there for a strike for the Bulldogs. Cade Moore on the mound tonight. Brooks Soap behind the plate. At first is Cade Ross. Maddox Martinez at second. That pitch is high. And the count now is 1-1. Shortstop is Sam Watson. At third is River Leach. In left field, Kel Preston. In center, Caden Ritter. And here's the 1-1 from Moore. That one is a little bit outside. 2-1 the count now. And in right field is Ryan Ezernak. Bulldogs come in with a record of 0-2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This one is a ground ball headed up the middle. Shortstop to his left has it over to first in time to get out number 1. So Watson, ranging to his left, took it on the third hop and over to first base to Cade Ross. Out number 1 here in the top of the first as we get started under clear skies at Bulldog Park. The field completely in shade now. Beautiful Bulldog Park. We've got 2 tournaments going on here simultaneously, baseball and softball. Here's the pitch from Cade Moore outside for ball 1. Moore in the tournament last weekend against down at Bridge City. Here's 1-0. This pitch is in there for a strike. He went 7 innings in a 0-0 tie with Bridge City. Because of the time limit, the game was called after 7 innings of play. That one hit him. So that hit Ryan Hessler. And Hessler is on first with 1 away. Hessler on first, hit by a pitch, and that'll bring up Keenan Clevenger. Clevenger, the first baseman for the Liberty Panthers. Liberty, a Class 4A team down from the Houston area. We'll give you the scores in the first 3 ball games. We've got a little bit of a delay. The young man that was hit by the pitch taking a few seconds to walk that one off at first base. West Plains from Amarillo basically defeated Center 10-3. Then Jasper over Center 8-3. Here's the pitch. The runner is on the move. This pitch is hit to right center field. Center fielder and right fielder going over. They will not get this one. This is going to be almost up against the wall, and it's going to be a double for the batter, and the runner on first will stop at third base. Long blow there. And I'm going to give you the dimensions that I remember from last year. Andy Dawson, who was the man who supervised this construction of this ballpark facility here, the softball and baseball fields. He has the dimensions here at Bulldog Park. They are not posted on the wall, so that's a double for Clevenger. And now second and third for Liberty with 1 out. And no score here in the top of the first. The first pitch to the cleanup hitter, Graham Pavliska, is high for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Moore into the windup. And the 1-0 pitch, this one is grounded foul on the first base side. I thought I remembered from Andy last year. He gave me the dimensions last year, and I did not write them down. I should have. Here's the windup by Moore and the 1-1 offering. This pitch, ground ball down to the third base line, stopped by Leach. Long throw to first in time. The run comes in to score. Nice play there by River Leach, going to his right, backhanded it pretty much right over the edge of the bag, and then a strong, accurate throw. Boy, Leach has a gun over there at third base. So Pavliska gets an RBI on that as he is out 5-3, but he drives in the run from third base. So scoring is Hessler, and it's now a 1-0 Liberty lead. Clevenger takes third on the throw to first. This is the 5-hole hitter, Leighton Kirkland. Kirkland, a stockily built young man, right-handed hitter. Straightaway stands up at the plate. Here's the 2-0. This one is swung on and missed for strike one. Again, Cade Moore going the distance, 7 innings against Bridge City, and did not allow a run through 91 pitches. Moore, the right-hander, into the line. Here comes the 2-1. This one hit on the ground to the second baseman. He's going to go to first in time, and that ends the inning. So Kirkland grounds out 4-3, and the Liberty Panthers break on top here in the top of the first inning. Bulldogs coming up after this 2-minute break.
Starting a new project? Kane Hardware and Lumber is right in your neighborhood, ready to help, because doing it yourself doesn't mean do it alone. Locally managed and operated, they know your name. Walk in and they treat you like family. They're to celebrate life's biggest moments right alongside you. From your first home to your first grandbaby. They're all about relationships and community, not transactions. That's what makes them locally strong. Stop in at Kane Hardware and Lumber today, 224 South Shelby. Why would you shop anywhere else?
Carthage Independent School District is where champions are educated. As we face another year of uncertainty, Carthage will remain committed to being champions for every child, every day. We will continue being champions in the classroom with the help of our incredible team of teachers. We will continue being champions in extracurriculars, fine arts, and athletic events with the support of our fans along the way. And we will continue being champions for our community. Thank you for your continued support.
Buying your new, pre-owned, or custom-built vehicle should never be a stressful experience. And at Excel Ford, our staff works hard at ensuring your buying experience is always relaxing. Excel Ford, right on the loop, right on the price.
Choosing the right healthcare provider can be a difficult task. Hope Community Medicine is here for you. Whether you need medical, OBGYN, or behavioral health services, it is our mission to provide access to high-quality healthcare regardless of your ability to pay. With 5 convenient locations in Carthage, Tenaha, Center, and St. Augustine to better serve your family. Hope Community Medicine, 903-690-8395.
All right, bottom of 1 coming up here at Bulldog Park. Let's take a look at the Bulldog lineup. LeManix Martinez will lead off. He's at second base. Sam Watson in the two-hole. He's at shortstop. Cale Preston bats third. He'll be in left field. Brooks Soap, the cleanup hitter behind the plate. River Leach in the 5-hole. He's at third baseman. Cade Moore hits sixth. He is on the mound tonight. You'll see him at first base when he's not pitching usually. In the 7-hole is Blayton Legrone. He's the DH hitting for Ryan Ezernak, the right fielder. Cade Ross hits 8th. He's at first base, and Caden Ritter in the 9-hole, and he is in center field. So the Bulldogs will lead off with Maddox Martinez, a right-handed hitter. If you just joined us, Liberty with 1 run in the first inning. And Bulldogs coming up for their first at bat. Again, this is game 4 of the Scott Lee Invitational. And it's a 2-hopper back to the mound. Pitcher runs halfway to first. Underhand toss in time to get Martinez. This is game 4. There will be a game 5 after this one. We will be doing this game 4. We will not be doing game 5. So if you want to come out and watch the Bulldogs, they're going to play New Diana in the nightcap tonight. Here's Sam Watson taking a pitch outside. This game was scheduled to start at 5 o'clock, started about 6 o'clock, so you can say that, we're about an hour behind. And so, therefore, if that remains true, then the last game tonight probably won't start before 8 o'clock. Could be later than that, maybe 8:30, somewhere in that range. 2-0 to Watson with 1 out, nobody on. 3-0 the count now. Watson, the leading average hitter last year for the Carthage Bulldogs. Slightly open stance up at the plate. His back foot right on the back line of the batter's box. There's a strike on an off-speed pitch. 3-1 now. Watson, the shortstop, played quite a bit in the outfield last year. But the shortstop for the Bulldogs graduated last year. Here's the 3-1 pitch. This is fouled out of play. It fell back into the screen. 3-2. If you haven't been out here, you got to see it. I mean, it's. I think you can make the case this is the best high school softball, baseball complex in the state. 3-2 the count. 1 away. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So Watson goes down on strikes. So 2 up and 2 down for the Bulldogs, and that'll bring up Cale Preston. Preston will be a busy young man tomorrow. The Bulldogs golf team is in the Twisted 54 golf tournament in Longview, and they've got 36 holes to play tomorrow. That pitch is outside and low, ball 1. 36 tomorrow. I understand they're going to start at 8 o'clock. They're going to eat lunch at 12 and then go back out and play in the afternoon. This pitch is lined into left center field for a base hit. Left fielder over to his left. Here's Preston going to try for second. The throw is not in time. Preston in there with a sliding double with 2 away. So Preston doubles to left center. You could see that he made up his mind when that ball got down in left center field that he was going to go for 2. So the Bulldogs had the tying run at second now with 2 down, and Brooks Soap, junior catcher, up there. Right-handed hitter. Just a slightly open stance at the plate. Here's the stretch. And that pitch is low for ball 1. Again, Xander Davila is the starting pitcher for the Liberty Panthers. Liberty wearing white pants, black jerseys, gold numbers on the back of their jerseys. Carthage in their white uniforms with red numbers trimmed in black. 1-0 the count now on Soap. Runner on second, 2 away. This pitch fell back into the screen. It's now 1-1. Yeah, if you haven't been out here, you've got to come see it. Yes, there's no doubt about it. We spent some money on it, but it is really, it's really one of the best around, if not the best in the state. Here's the pitch. This is grounded on the left side. Shortstop has it. Goes to first in time, and that retires the side. So Soap is out 6-3. So for the Bulldogs, in the bottom of the first, no runs a hit and 1 left. We go now to the top of 2. Liberty leading it here 1-0. Back after this 2-minute break.
Since 1980, Juicy's Hamburgers has been serving up the freshest, juiciest burgers in East Texas. At Juicy's, every bite is legendary. From our hand-ground beef to our crispy fries, golden onion rings, savory beans, and mouth-watering chicken fried steaks. Everything is made fresh to order. It's no wonder Juicy's has been voted best burger in East Texas for 40 years running. Juicy's Hamburgers, where tradition meets taste.
Farmers State Bank, a name that you know and can depend on. We're your neighbors and community partners. We're committed to meeting your financial needs by providing banking solutions for your mortgage, commercial, or personal loans. With 118 years of service to our community, we're part of your local rodeos, 4-H, and festivals. We want you to know that we're here for you. Visit us at fsbctx.bank or come see us today. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical.
Is Spider-Man there?
Well, I don't know where you can find Spider-Man.
Don't you always have something for everyone?
Well, we can help everyone with heating, cooling, and electrical repair needs. We install new systems and whole home generators, too. We don't know where any superheroes are, but we always have super prices.
Super prices? I never heard of that, superhero.
Since 1974, we've got something for everyone. Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical. Call 903-693-7451.
When making important decisions, it's reassuring to count on people you know. First State Bank and Trust Company is that group of people offering home loans or everyday depository needs. First State Bank and Trust is recognized as being among the most reliable, strongest banks as determined by our nation's leading bank rating firm, Bauer Financial Incorporated. It's a 5-star rated bank of people you know, always innovating for your changing financial needs. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, First State Bank and Trust.
Top of 2, 1-0 count on the leadoff hitter here for the Liberty Panthers. This is Cody Sandifer. 1-0 now on Sandifer. Here's the pitch from Moore. High, 2-0. Or now the count's 2-1, make that. 2-1, a run in the first inning for the Liberty Panthers. This one is lined into left field, coming on and not able to make the play, but he did keep it in front of him is Cale Preston. So Sandifer with a line single to left. You could tell there that, you know, Preston had a decision to make. Does he dive for the ball and risk it getting past him and all the way to the wall for certain double, could be a triple, or does he come in and, you know, make sure it doesn't get behind him? And he chose the second alternative. Got fairly close to making the play on it, but kept it in front of him, thank goodness. So now Sandifer on first with nobody out for Cade Carter, the right fielder. Go to first, runner back in. Again, Moore on the mound, Soap behind the plate. Cade Ross is at first. Maddox Martinez, the second baseman. Sam Watson at short. River Leach is at third. Moore slowing down now with a runner on first. In left field is Cale Preston. The center fielder is Caden Ritter. And in right field is Ryan Ezernak. There's a strike on a breaking ball over the outside corner. Jonathan Wilkerson. Excuse me, this is not Wilkerson. This is Cade Carter, the right fielder up. Go to first. Fairly close over there. Big ballpark here. Andy Dawson, talked to him before the ball game, and he was going to confirm for me the dimensions, but went to his phone and couldn't find the website quick enough. He seems to remember it's 3:30 down the lines. Here's the pitch. This one is lined to Leach, throw to first, in time, double play. The runner at first was off with a pitch, and there was a line drive right at Leach. And when he caught it, there was no doubt what was going to happen. It was going to be a double play if he throws it accurately to first, and he did. So that's a 5-3 double play there. The first out recorded on the line drive to Leach, and then the second out on the throw to first to double up Sandifer. So now 2 down. This pitch is fouled off. down the first base line. Turf field on both the softball and baseball field. A huge C, I mean a big one, in center field. I've been to a bunch of high school parks. That's the biggest one I've seen. This is lined into right center field. Right fielder Ezranak over to his right, about 8 steps, and makes the catch for out number 3. So Wilkerson lines to right, and we go to the bottom of the second now. Liberty 1, Carthage nothing. Back after this 2-minute break. Okay, Josh, 2-minute break.
Our lot is busting at the seam with new and pre-owned inventory. Hello, East Texas. Phil Blackwell here with Pippin Motor Company. New Chevrolets, Buicks, GMCs, and the nicest pre-owned vehicles around, all discounted and priced aggressively, ready for a new home in your garage. Come experience a better way to buy vehicles today at Pippin Motor Company, just across from Panola College or on the web at PippinMotorCompany.com.
Do you understand your current insurance coverage? Are you covered for all the things you need, or worse, things you no longer need? At Hudson Financial Group, we will assist you in maximizing and understanding your coverages. With access to multiple carriers, we can help you find the best coverage for the best price. Home, auto, farm, ranch, commercial, life insurance, and financial planning. Hudson Financial Group is your one-stop shop. Call us today, 903-693-7874. Hudson Financial Group, where insurance equals assurance.
Are you looking for something a little different? Well, you can find it at Carthage Furniture. What am I talking about? I'm talking about a Bulldog Red upright freezer. It's a 6 cubic foot, and it's yours for just $719. Or you can find a bubblegum pink 2-door refrigerator. It's a 9 cubic foot and only $799. Carthage Furniture equals free delivery, and Rosa and Lena speak Spanish.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with your State Farm homeowners insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Agent Kate Barber, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. Together, we can help you make sure you get the discounts you deserve. No policy with State Farm? No problem. Call me, Agent Kate Barber, at 903-693-7555, or stop by my office, 1502 West Panola, directly across the street from McDonald's, to find out how much a multi-line discount can save you.
All right, River Leach leading off here in the bottom of the second, has a count of 3-0 on him. River just a freshman and getting a varsity start here in the fourth game of the Scott Lee Invitational. Here's the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. And in case you're wondering, yes, okay, he is from a family that has a lot of athleticism in it. Here's the 3-1 pitch. This one swung on as missed. Strike 2 count now. Dylan Leach, a catcher for the Bulldogs several years ago, then went on to Arkansas. Leach squaring around as if he's going to bunt, pulls the bat back. And this one is a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Shortstop going to his left, dove for it, could not come up with it. So Leach is on with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring up now Cade Moore. Cade Moore, the pitcher tonight for Carthage. This is the fourth game of the first day of the Scott Lee Invitational. Game 5 coming up after this one will feature Carthage against New Diana. This one swung on and missed. Go down to second, and he is safe at second base. Throw looked like it got there in time, but evidently was bobbled by the shortstop or dropped. So it's a stolen base there for River Leach. All right, so now the tying runner at second with nobody out for the Bulldogs. That pitch is low, and the count now is 1-1. I started to mention the possible dimensions here. Andy Dawson tonight, without being able to find it on his phone, thinks there's 330 down the lines. That's a long poke. Here's the pitch, high, and it's now 3-1. And I remember from last year, 380 to straightaway center. That's a long drive in a high school park. And in right and left center field, where the right and left field walls intersect with the center field wall, 390. This pitch is lined into center field. Center fielder coming on and makes the catch for out number 1. Playing fairly shallow. And so Moore is out on the line drive to center. And that'll bring up now Blayton Legrone. Legrone hitting for Ezernak. Legrone, a right-handed hitter. Davila, the right-hander for Liberty, looks down, gets the sign to the plate, and gets the bunt down. Nice bunt. Third baseman up with it. Throw to first, not in time. Beautiful bunt by Legrone. Blayton Legrone with a beautiful bunt down the third base side. And moving to third on that is going to be River Leach. And Legrone on with he was hoping it would be a sacrifice, but it turns out to be a hit. So now the Bulldogs first and third, 1 out. And Cade Ross is the batter. Ross, first baseman tonight. He'll be one of our starting pitchers this year. First pitch to him, high for ball 1. 1-0 the count on Cade. Bottom of the second, Liberty leading at 1-0. This is game 4 of day 1 of the Scott Lee Invitational Tournament. And another gets the bunt down, and the pitcher's going to go to the plate, and he is out at the plate. Well, the Dogs trying to bunt the run home, and Legrone Ross got the bunt down. The pitcher came in and made a nice play, an underhand flip to the catcher in time to get Leach trying to score. So Leach is out, and that goes 1-2. First out of the inning, make the second out of the inning. And on the play, Ross is safe at first on the fielder's choice. And we've got a runner at second also, and that is Legrone. Legrone, remember, he had a single on the bunt. So the Bulldogs trying to butt one in, and it's out number 2 instead. So we've got 2 hits in the inning, but have not scored a run. Runners at first and second now with 2 down. Bottom of the second, Liberty leading it 1-0. And this pitch hit down the right field line. That's in there for a base hit. One run's going to score. The other runner is second, rounding third. He's going to be waved home, and it's going to be a triple for Caden Ritter. Caden Ritter with a triple. Now that was bobbled down there by the right fielder, so you could give Ritter a double and then an error on the right fielder, but we're just going to call it a triple for Ritter. And so he drives in a couple of runs with a big 2-out triple. And the Bulldogs take a 2-1 lead. That was a sharply hit ball past the first baseman down the line, hitting in a perfect spot. And Ritter winds up at third base. So 2 runs in here in the bottom half of the second inning for Carthage, and they lead Liberty now 2-1. And we're back to the top of the order, and Maddox Martinez. Okay, time is called while the coach, Wesley Katosh, goes out to visit with his right-hander. Again, this is game 4. Now, we will not be carrying game 5 tonight on EastTexasToday.com, nor on, and I think we're on 1590 a.m. tonight, and also that would mean we're on 103.7 FM. So we're not going to be carrying Game 5, but you can come out and watch it, obviously, in person. Carthage going up against New Diana. We'll give you the lineup of games for tomorrow here in a moment. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Martinez. This one swung on and missed for strike one. So 1-1 count now to Martinez. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we've got Liberty and New Diana. At 1, Liberty goes up against Jasper. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. At 3 o'clock, it's West Plains against New Diana. At 5, Carthage goes up against Center. So you know that'll be a good one. Here's a line drive into right center field. Right fielder over. He cannot get it. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. A run comes in to score. And here's Martinez rounding the bases. He is going to go into third, standing up with a triple. Again, a big ballpark here. And when that gets past the outfielders, it is a long way to go when that ball gets all the way to the wall, and that one did. As Martinez lined one to right center, the right fielder went over and made a diving try to come up with it, but he could not. So Ritter, comes in to score the third run of the inning, and Martinez is at third with a stand-up RBI triple. So Ritter with 2 RBIs on a triple, and then Martinez follows with an RBI triple of his own. So now 3 runs in for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the second. And remember, we had a runner out at the plate. We had a runner thrown out at the plate on a squeeze bunt. Tried to squeeze him in, and he was out. Here is the 1-1 pitch. That play went from the pitcher to the catcher. All right, Watson, the batter, a left-handed hitter. And the count on Sam is 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. High and outside, 3-1. Incidentally, if you're watching on EastTexasToday.com, you can thank Thomas Powell for that. Thomas, a student at the charter school, right? Early college school, pardon me. That pitch is outside, so Watson walks. And so now first and third for Carthage with 2 down. And the batter is another left-handed hitter. This is Cale Preston. So I haven't been keeping track, but I believe, yes, only 2 left-handed batters in the lineup for Carthage, and they're in the 2 and 3 holes. Preston doubled his first time up. A line drive to left center. That pitch is over the outside corner for a strike. That ball is thrown back a little bit wide to the pitcher, but luckily for Liberty, the pitcher was being backed up by the shortstop and the second baseman. Boy, the left fielder and the center fielder play Preston's shallow. There's a strike. 0-2 the count. Preston with outstanding speed. Boy, if he were to put one deep to right center field, he could leg it out for an inside the park home run. Outstanding speed. Here's the 0-2. This one fouled out of play. 1-2 the count. Again, a big ballpark here. I'm going to call it, and Andy Dawson's going to give me the exact dimensions tomorrow, but I think it's 330 down the lines, 380 to center, and 390. 390 to those spots in right center and left center where the right and left field walls intersect with the center field wall. I believe the height of the fences are about 8 feet down the lines, and then once you get out towards center field, at center field it's going to be around 14 to 16 feet tall. Here's the stretch, the 0-2. This one hit down the left field line, a foul ball. Foul by about, 12 to 15 feet. So he flirted there with an extra base hit. Bulldogs with 4 hits in the inning, 2 singles and 2 triples. And again, so 3 runs in. Remember, again, we had a runner cut down at the plate. All right, would have been an even bigger inning. Here's the 0-2. Again, line foul down the left field line. Both fields here, softball and baseball, are turf. And you know that if you've listened to my broadcast, you know that I love it when the turf is solid green. I just cannot live with those alternating light green and dark green stripes. I do not care for that at all. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's high ball. 1-2 the count. And again, a huge C out in center field. Red trimmed in white. And a nice touch on between the baselines and the dugouts too. Here's a stretch, the 1-2. Low and inside, 2-2 the count. On the third base side, between the baseline and the dugout, Carthage in red, trimmed in white. And on the first base side, between the dugout and the baseline, Bulldogs spelled out in red, trimmed in white. Scoreboards in right center field. Most of the seats here are covered. 750 chairback seats for baseball. This one is ground ball foul down the first base line. 750 chairbacks here at the baseball park, and 400 over for softball. And here's a couple of things you just don't see. You just don't see at a high school stadium, at a high school ballpark. There are fans. I believe there's 5 here on the baseball field. 5 fans above the seats, for really hot games. That pitch is high and outside. So Preston, who fell behind 0-2, he has now worked it to a 3-2 count. Watson, I failed to mention, he took second on a stolen base, I assume. I believe that's right. Okay, here's a 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So Preston goes down swinging for out number 3, but the Bulldogs plate 3 runs and take a 3-1 lead as we go to the third. We'll be back after this 90-second break. 90 seconds, Josh.
Hello from the Hobby Horse. With spring fast approaching, we are excited to show our new outfits for spring and Easter. We have sizes 2T up to size 10, and we also have precious new baby clothes. In addition, there's new home decor for Easter, spring, and for the bride. Springtime is also wedding time, so don't forget about our bridal registry. We have our bridal selections available for you to peruse, and excellent service to help you with your selections. Visit the Hobby Horse today, right off the square in downtown Carthage.
When you need a set of tires, call Leo Graves at Graves Tires in Carthage. Their number, 903-693-4841. At Graves, you always save. They are located at 809 East Sabine in Carthage, which is right next door to the Dairy Queen. Now, whether you need a set of brand new name brand tires or you need a set of good quality used tires, you can find them at Graves, aligned and balanced and ready to go. And you will still have change in your pocket. That's at Graves Tire in Carthage.
This is Dorothy with Carthage Flower Shop on the Square, where we are more than just flowers. In shop, we keep a variety of live pot plants, silk arrangements, snack baskets, candles, keepsakes, and a great bath and body line called Magnolia Soap. We now offer balloon arch installations, so give us a call for your next event. We can even get flowers to your loved one out of town. Thank you for all your continued support, Darcy, Jeanette, Levi, and the girls at Carthage Flower Shop.
All All right, top of 3 coming up here now. Liberty trailing Carthage 3-1. And it's Frankie Merez leading off here for the Liberty Panthers, and he takes one high. Check swing did not go around. Speaking of a check swing, here's the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Noah Patty, who played for the Bulldogs at least a 2-year starter. I'm not for sure he started 3 years, but at least for 2. Here's a 1-1 pitch. This one swung on a missed, strike 2. Junior year, I believe he was at second base, and senior year he played center field. Graduated 3 years ago. That pitch is outside. I tell you what, I like Cade Moore. He works pretty fast. 2-2 the pitch, 2-2 the count now to Merez. Swinging and a miss, strike 3. So Merez down on strikes. Well, Noah went to Texas A&M and then transferred to Tyler Junior College. And I don't know when this happened, but in a game, he was at bat, a right-handed hitter, and he checked his swing. And in checking his swing, he broke a bone in his left hand. Just on a check swing, the pitch did not hit him. And it did not deflect off the bat and then hit him. Here's the pitch. This one is in there for a strike 2 call. He checked his swing, broke a bone in his left hand, and had surgery yesterday. This pitch is lined into left center field, going to be down for a base hit. Ritter, the center fielder, over to his right, picks it up, gets it back into the infield. That was the leadoff hitter, Eccles, with that single to center. And I heard from a pretty reliable source. Now, I had never heard of this before. The surgeon did surgery on it and took out a bone that, quote, is not needed. Took out a bone that was not needed. And so Noah had that surgery. It was just a day surgery, went home, and I understand he's going to be able to redshirt and play another year if he would like at Tyler Junior College. All right, the count now is 1-0 on Ryan Hessler, the center fielder. We're in the top of the third. Carthage leading 3-1. 1 out. And a runner on first. Eccles. This pitch is hit foul. And so the count now is 1-1. This is the first annual Scott Lee Invitational Tournament. And Scott's going to be honored tomorrow night. It's going to be honored before the 7 o'clock game when Carthage faces West Plains. Throw to first, runner back. Scott coached here for 23 years. Let's see, I think his last year was 2006, I believe. Here's pitch out, throw down to second, runner going, and he's in there with a stolen base. It was a pitch out, and Soap had trouble, getting his feet set for that, and so didn't get a whole lot on the throw, and it bounced in, and the runner is safe at second base, even though we had a pitch out call. So that's a stolen base for Eccles. So now Liberty with a good scoring opportunity. They've got a runner in scoring position and only 1 out, 2-1 count on the batter, Hessler. Scott Lee, 23 years, head coach here. He took 4 teams to the state tournament, won it twice. That would be in 1990 and 2001. Also went in 94 and 2005. Now, I know I'm going to get this detail not exactly right, but quite a year in 94. And let's see. John Goodwin with a word for the home plate ump, and now the home plate ump is going to meet with the base ump. And that discussion doesn't last very long. So the status quo, no change. So Liberty has a runner at second. 2-1 the count now on the two-hole hitter Hessler, with Eccles at second base. 1 out. Breaking ball in there. Strike 2 call. So 2-2 now on Hessler. Moore from the stretch. Does not look back at second. Pitch outside. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3, and then throw to first, and the runner for second takes third. So that was a breaking ball, and Hessler out on strikes. It was dropped by Soap, the third strike was, and so had to throw to first to get Hessler, so he's actually out 2-3. Second out of the inning, and the runner at second on the throw to first took third. So now a runner at third for Liberty with 2 outs. And there's a strike on a breaking ball. Now this is Clevenger. Clevenger doubled his first time up. Big right-handed batter. This pitch is hit off the glove of the shortstop. Leach throw to first, not in time. Boy, I tell you what, good hustle there by Sam Watson. That was a wicked ball headed toward left field. Leach deflected it over toward shortstop. Watson on the outfield grass got backhanded it through to first. One hopper to Ross, but not in time to get Clevenger. Clevenger, he's not going to win any track meet events. Not a real fast runner. So fairly close at first base, but not in time. So Clevenger gets a hit, and he also gets a single and an RBI on that. And now it's a 3-2 ball game. As Eccles came in to score. Pitches outside, 1-1 the count now. Make it 2-1 to Pavliska. Next pitch outside, 3-1. Pavliska, Graham Pavliska, the DH. Again, Cade Moore, fast worker out there on the mound. This pitch foul back into the screen. 3-2 now on Pavliska. Graham Pavliska, the DH. The 3-2. Ground ball, left side. Watson barehands it and throws to first in time to get him. So Pavliska is out 6-3 for out number 3 in the inning. But the Panthers pick up another run. So we go to the bottom of 3, and the score now is Carthage 3 and Liberty 2. We'll be back after this 90-second break. 90 seconds, Josh.
Better solutions, better building comes from Louisiana Pacific, caring and involved corporate.
The Panthers and the Carthage Bulldogs. Carthage leading 3-2. This is a line drive hit by Soap into right center field for a base hit. Soap leads off with a single to right center. Line drive that the second baseman dove for, couldn't come up with it. And Brooks is on first base with a leadoff single. That is the 6th hit of the ball game for the Bulldogs. River leads the batter now. River singled in the second inning, and he was out at the plate on that attempted squeeze play. Pitch is high for ball one. Again, River just a freshman. Soap at first is a junior. I mentioned the fans, the rotating fans that are above the seats here on both fields, both baseball and softball. And another feature that's pretty special, when you go to Globe Life Field, if the Rangers win, the moment that final out is recorded, the lights are going to flash up and down, you know, and the same thing happens here. Flashing lights. Pitch is in there for a strike. Hope you get to see those tonight. Here's a count now of 1-1. That is, they flash as long as someone is ready to turn them on. And not only that, but some of the white lights, when they start flashing, turn red. This pitch is swung on, missed for a strike, throw down to second, and he is in there with a stolen base. Again, the throw was pretty close, but it was off to the first base side. Off to the first base side, and the shortstop was not able to make the tag in time, so Soap in at second base with a stolen base. Leach squares around as if he's going to bunt. 1-2 the count on him. Shortstop trying to keep Soap close. His pitch is swung on, missed. Dropped by the catcher, throws to first in time. So Leach is out. 2-3. And Soap, catcher did a good job of looking Leach back at second. Soap back at second. And let's see. I think we're going to have someone going in to run. And this is going to be number 9. And number 9 is Kaysen Burchett. So Burchett in to run for Soap at second. Kaysen, a junior. Backup quarterback this year for the football team. Back up to Jet Surratt. Okay, the pitcher, Davila, looks down to get the sign. He's got it. To the plate, this one popped up right side. First baseman going over and cannot quite make the play. I tell you what, he gave it a good effort, and you know, you're going full tilt and you're headed toward either a dugout where you would, if you went into it, you'd be stepping down. Pretty dangerous, and I'm not for sure whether that was at the dugout or just past the dugout, but anyway, he was a little cautious. I don't blame him at all. And so it's a strike. This is popped up. Someone should get this one out into right center field. Center fielder going over to his left. And the right fielder catches it. Boy, almost a disaster there for Liberty, as they did not collide, but they did touch each other. And so that's out number 2 in the inning. Right fielder wound up making that play. And now that brings up Legrone. Legrone singled and scored back in the second inning. Okay, Davila looks back at second and to the plate. Inside, ball 1. I remember when Liberty was at the plate, there was at least one occasion where Moore did not look back at second. Probably it's a good idea to look back there. Here's the 1-0. And that was outside 2-0 in a game against Spring Hill. In fact, the game was played here last year. And Carthage and Spring Hill tied for the district championship with records of 13-2. And in that game against Spring Hill, this pitch is fouled out of play. They had a player steal home. Dylan Davenport was the pitcher, and he went into the windup instead of working from the stretch, and he didn't look at third before starting the delivery. And it was a straight steal at home. Here's a 2-1 pitch. This is foul back into the screen. And speaking of district, the Bulldogs start district play next week on Tuesday night. We head over to Driller Park to face the Kilgore Bulldogs. And then next weekend, the Bulldogs go to Jasper for a tournament. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, left side. Shortstop has it on the third hop. Throw to first. Got him. And that's the end of the inning. So, LeGrone bounces out to short. And the Bulldogs do not score. We had a leadoff single. And he stole second, but that's as far as he got. So no runs, one hit. That is our 6th hit of the ball game. No errors, and we leave a runner. That's 4 left on base now for the Bulldogs in the first 3 frames. Okay, we go now to the top of 4. Carthage 3 and Liberty 2. Back after this 60-second break. 60 seconds, Josh.
Starting a new project? Kane Hardware and Lumber is right in the neighborhood, ready to help, because doing it yourself doesn't mean do it alone. Locally managed and operated, they know your name. Walk in and they treat you like family. There to celebrate life's biggest moments right alongside you. From your first home to your first grandbaby, they're all about relationships and community, not transactions. That's what makes them locally strong. Stop in at Kane Hardware and Lumber today, 224 South Shelby. Why would you shop anywhere else?
Carthage Independent School District is where champions are educated. As we place and never hear by the Carthage, Carthage will remain committed to being champions for every child, every day. We will continue being champions in the classroom with the help of our incredible team of teachers. We will continue being champions in extracurriculars, fine arts, and athletic events with the support of our fans along the way. And we will continue being champions for our community. Thank you for your continued support.
We go to the top of 4. Carthage leading here, leading the Liberty Panthers 3-2. This is game 4 of the first annual Scott Lee Invitational Tournament. This is a ground ball, left side. Leach has it on 3 hops. Throw to first in time to get Leighton Kirkland. So Kirkland grounds out on the very first pitch, 5-3. 1 out, nobody on. Cody Sandifer the batter. Sandifer singled back in the second inning. Here's the pitch to Sandifer, a breaking ball, a beauty in there for a strike. Cade Moore again went 7 innings against Bridge City last weekend in the Bridge City tournament. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Did not give up a run. Seven innings, 91 pitches. 0-2 the count. Here's the 0-2. Just missed outside. Boy, I tell you what, I love this guy, the way he works. He gets the sign and he's ready to go. Here's the 1-2. This one is hit to right field. Right fielder Ezernak back and over to his left and makes the catch. That one hit fairly well to right field. So Sandifer flies out to deep right. 2 up and 2 down. And that brings up the 7-hole hitter now. This is Cade Carter, the right fielder. Again, if you're watching this, Liberty with white pants, black jerseys, a gold number on their back of the jersey. And they've either got Liberty or Panthers spelled out on the front of their jersey. I can't tell for sure which one it is, one of those two. Liberty Panthers down from the Houston area. Here's the 1-1. This one popped up, foul, out of play. 1-2 now. So we're in the top of the fourth. Carthage leading at 3-2. Another game to come up after this. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one swung on and missed. A weak swing there by Carter, as that was a breaking ball, and boy, Moore had him way off balance. Weak swing by Carter. He is out, number 3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Liberty Panthers. We go now to the bottom of 4. Carthage leading this one 3-2. Back after this 90-second break. 90 seconds, Josh.
Buying your new, pre-owned, or custom-built vehicle should never be a stressful experience. And at Excel Ford, our staff works hard at ensuring your buying experience is always a relaxing, stress-free event. Whether it's a car, truck, SUV, or crossover, you are always welcome to browse at your pace or custom build your vehicle at excelford.net. Excel Ford, right on the loop, right on the price.
Choosing the right healthcare provider can be a difficult task. Hope Community Medicine is here for you. Whether you need medical, OBGYN, or behavioral health services, it is our mission to provide access to high-quality health care regardless of your ability to pay. With 5 convenient locations in Carthage, Tenaha, Center, and St. Augustine to better serve your family. Hope Community Medicine, 903-690-8395.
Since 1980, Juicy's Hamburgers has been serving up the freshest, juiciest burgers in East Texas. At Juicy's, every bite is legendary. From our hand-ground beef to our crispy fries, golden onion rings, savory beans, and mouth-watering chicken fried steaks. Everything is made fresh to order. It's no wonder Juicy's has been voted best burger in East Texas for 40 years running. Juicy's Hamburgers, where tradition meets taste.
Bottom of 4. Carthage leading 3-2, and the first pitch to Cade Ross is high for ball 1. Cade reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning and scored our second run. Carthage leading at 3-2. DeBella comes to the plate. That almost hit him. Inside pitch. 2-0 the count now on Cade. Cade, a right-handed hitter. First base tonight. He'll be one of our starting pitchers this year. Here's the 2-0. High. 3-0. 3-0 to Ross. Ross, a straightaway stance up at the plate. Doesn't crowd the plate. Here's a 3-0. Inside ball 4, so he walks on 4 pitches. Hour and 45-minute time limit on these games, and this game started about 6 o'clock. So we've been going about an hour, not quite an hour yet. So we may get 7 innings in here on this one. DeBella working from the stretch, the pitch, and it's high into the 9-hole hitter. This is Caden Ritter. Ritter tripled in a couple of runs back in the second inning. Good to get that type of production out of the 9-hole. Way to go, Caden. Caden, I believe, is a senior. I'll double check that. Let's see. Caden Ritter, yes, is a senior. Ritter's a senior. Martinez, the second baseman's a senior. Blayton LeGrone's a senior. Kale Preston's a senior. Here's the 1-0. This one fouled out of play, right side. Coming to you, this is Larry Allen. Thomas Powell doing the camera work. We're coming to you live from beautiful Bulldog Park in Carthage, Texas. Day one of the first annual Scott Lee Invitational Tournament. And here's the 1-1. He gets the bunt down. Oh, beauty. Third baseman up, throws to first. Not in time to get him. Low throw. Fantastic bunt by Ritter. And he is now 2 for 2 in the ball game. So that moves Ross to first. Bulldogs, if I'm evaluating the team, what I've seen so far, and this is the first game I've seen. I've watched them in practice. We're going to be pretty good defensively. And I think we're going to be pretty good on the mound. This ball is popped up foul, trying to get the butt down, and luckily it was not straight up as it went back behind the catcher, and he was not able to get to it before it hit the turf. This is the leadoff hitter, Maddox Martinez. Martinez grounded back to the mound in the first and then tripled in a run in the second inning. Bulldogs do not have, at least from what I've seen so far, they do not have a power hitter. But, if they can just put the ball in play. Here's the 0-1. Another bunt attempt. That one's bunted foul, so now the count's 0-2. So forget the bunt here. So Martinez trying to get the sacrifice bunt down and move the runners to second and third. And it goes foul, so obviously will not be bunting now, most likely. You bunt it foul on the third strike and you're out. He's squaring around as if he's going to bunt. I think he'll pull the bat back, however. And he does. And takes strike 3. So he pulled the bat back, and it was a pitch on the inside corner. And so Martinez is called out on strikes. And if you're scoring, when someone strikes out swinging, that's a K. If they strike out looking, that's a backward K. Okay, this is Watson up now. He struck out swinging in the first and then walked in the second inning. And it was left stranded at second. We're in the bottom of the fourth with Carthage leading Liberty 3-2. Carthage will going to play 2 games tonight. They'll play the game after this one against New Diana. Watson tries to get the bunt down. And so the count now, and it goes foul, so the count now is 0-2 on Watson. And then tomorrow, Carthage will 5 o'clock they'll play Center, and at 7 o'clock they'll play West Plains. Now, everyone knows where Center is, and everyone knows where New Diana is, and Jasper. Liberty is down in the Houston area. Throw back to second, and Ross is back in there. But the team that you may not be acquainted with is West Plains. Now, this is a top-notch team. And listen to this, West Plains is only in their 3rd year of existence. 3rd year. It's a 4A D1 school. So in other words, they're growing in a hurry. And if you look at the map, they're just outside the Amarillo city limits. Amarillo, as in Panhandle, as in the restaurant with a 72-ounce steak. Here's a ground ball left side. Shortstop has it. Flip to second for 1. That's it. So they get the force out at second on Ritter. He is out 6-4 for the first out of the inning. Ross goes to third, and Watson is on with a fielder's choice. So now there's 2 outs in the inning. Now runners at first and third. 2 down, and Cale Preston the batter. Preston doubled in the first and then struck out swinging in the second. Left-handed hitter. Just a slightly open stance up at the plate. Not much. This one's lined into left field. Going to be down for a base hit. And that brings in another run. He has that stroke where he tends to go to left field, and he doesn't have power. That one was just perfectly placed right there. And so that drives in Ross from third with the 4th run of the ball game for the Bulldogs. And Watson stops at second. Preston on first with an RBI single. 4-2 Carthage now. And the pitch is over the inside corner to Brooks Soap. Soap is grounded to short and singled. So he's 1 for 2. Bulldogs now with 8 hits in the ball game. Davila looks back at second, comes to the plate. This one is high. 1-1 the count. Again, coming to you live from Bulldog Park in Carthage. Baseball, softball complex. 1-1 the count to Soap. Bottom of 4. Carthage up 4-2. Runners at first and second with 2 down. There's a strike. And the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brooks Soap, junior catchers. And if he stays healthy, he'll be a 3-year starter next year because he started last year as a sophomore. Outstanding catcher. Here's the stretch by Davila. Looks back at second a couple of times. Now to the plate, the 1-2. This one's lined into center field, going to be down for a base hit, and they're going to try to score the run. Here comes the throw to the plate, and he is going to be safe at the plate. And the Bulldogs pick up another run on the single by Brooks Soap. Soap goes to second on the throw. So Soap with an RBI single. And coming in to score from second was Watson with the second run of the inning. So Carthage now up 5-2. And Preston with his speed easily goes to third. Okay, and so now we've got a runner coming in, and this again is going to be Cason Burchett in to run for Soap at second base. That's a move that coaches often make, getting a runner out there for your catcher. Okay, this is River Leach at the plate now. He singled in the second and then struck out swinging in the third. 2 runs in for Carthage here in the 4th. 2 insurance runs. They're now up 5-2. 9 hits in the ball game for the Bulldogs. This pitch is swung on and missed. And the count now is 0-2 on River. Again, River just a freshman. So this young man has a chance to be a 4-year starter. 0-2 count. He's going to squares around as if he's going to bunt. Catcher sets up outside. Here's the 0-2. Outside and low. 1-2 the count. That front foot of River right up there close to the front line of the batter's box. Here's the 1-2. High and inside. 2-2 on River. It's not on that front line, but it's very close to it. Very close to the line, close to the plate. So he's crowding the plate. Here's the stretch. I mean, the wind up, the 2-2. High and inside, 3-2 now. Yeah, now both feet on that inside line of the batter's box. Right-handed batter's box. Here's the windup by Davila, the 3-2. This pitch is hit foul out of play. John Goodwin, the head coach of the Bulldogs. His assistant is Giancarlo Palacios. Well, that's a mouthful right there. Giancarlo Palacios. He was going to take I think he'd already taken the job. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, got him. So Leach down on strikes. But a nice inning for the Bulldogs as they pick up 2 more runs. And now they lead 5-2 going to the top of 5 here at Bulldog Park. Top of 5 coming up after this 60-second break. 60 seconds, Josh.
Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical.
Is Spider-Man there?
Well, I don't know where you can find Spider-Man.
Don't you always have something for everyone?
Well, we can help everyone with heating, cooling, and electrical repair needs. We install new systems and whole home generators, too. We don't know where any superheroes are, but we always have super prices.
Super prices? I never heard of that superhero.
Since 1974, we've got something for everyone. Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical. Call 903-693-7451.
When making important decisions, it's reassuring to count on people you know. First State Bank and Trust Company is that group of people offering home loans or everyday depository needs. First State Bank and Trust is recognized as being among the most reliable, strongest banks, as determined by our nation's leading bank rating firm, Bauer Financial Incorporated. It's a 5-star rated bank of people you know, always innovating for your changing financial needs. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, First State Bank and Trust.
Larry Allen along with Thomas Powell. Thomas doing the video as we bring you a free stream of the ball game. Tomorrow, I believe I'm correct in saying we will not have the video tomorrow. We'll be doing the 5 o'clock game against the Center Rough Riders. And at 7 o'clock tomorrow, Carthage faces West Plains. I did mention some things about West Plains. They're only in their 3rd year of existence. Last year, in just their 2nd year, they went 4 rounds deep in the baseball playoffs. So that means they played for the regional championship. There's a strike to the leadoff hitter. This is Jonathan Wilkerson, the left fielder. Ground ball down to Leach at 3rd. Leach to 1st. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a good, strong arm at 3rd base and an accurate one, too. So Wilkerson out 5-3 on the 2nd pitch of the inning. And I understand in football, they played Salina, and they were up on Salina by 14 points at one time. Now, as you know, if you kept up with it, you know Salina won a state championship, so they didn't beat Salina, but they were up on them by 14 in the football playoffs. Boy, quite a record for the West Plains Wolves in just their 3rd year. Here's a pitch swung on and missed by Frankie Merez. This is the 9-hole hitter. He struck out back in the 3rd inning. 0-1 on Merez. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Cade Moore ready to work again. And I tell you what, the Liberty coach, he's going to try to knock Moore off of his routine, off of his rhythm. As he goes down, he calls time and goes down and talks to the batter, and that is strictly right there to try to throw Moore out of his rhythm, because Cade likes to work in a hurry. Moore working from the first base side of the rubber, actually the middle of the rubber. Here's a pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3, and so Merez is down on strikes. Goes down swinging for the 2nd time in the ball game. And now we go to the top of the order. Again, we're in the top of the 5th. An hour 45 time limit in these games, and we started shortly after 6 o'clock. So we've been going over an hour, but we're in the top of the 5th inning. That pitch is high for ball 1. And of course, if the score stands like it is now, the game would be over with after the top of the 7th. And we're in the top of the 5th with 2 down and nobody on. That pitch is fouled off. 1-1 now. This is a cleanup hitter, or the leadoff hitter, Casper Eccles. He has grounded to short, then singled. That one swung on and missed. Moore made him look bad on that one. Moore's got the ball. I tell you what, he gets it, and he looks down to Soap, and he's ready to go. The wind-up and the 1-2. This one is popped up foul. Ross going over in foul ground, and did he make the catch? No, he did not. Tough to see it down there. He was right up next to the fence, to the screen, I should say, and couldn't quite bring it in, but a good effort there by Cade Ross. Okay, Moore. Here's the pitch. This one is hit to center field. Center fielder going back, and he makes the catch. Nice play by Ritter. That was hit well there, and Ritter had to use his speed to get back and make that catch. And a tough play there because it was pretty much hit right over him, straight over him. Sometimes tough to make those plays where it's hit straight at you. But Ritter with a nice play there, and the Bulldogs will go to the bottom of the fifth as we retire the Panthers in order again. Now Moore has set down 7 straight Panthers in a row. As we go now to the bottom of the fifth, Carthage up 5-2. Back in 60 seconds. 60 seconds, Josh.
Our lot is busting at the seam with new and pre-owned inventory. Hello, East Texas. Will Blackwell here with Pippin Motor Company. Your Chevrolets, Buicks, GMCs, and the nicest pre-owned vehicles around, all discounted and priced aggressively, ready for a new home in your garage. Come experience a better way to buy a vehicle today at Pippin Motor Company, just across from Panola College or on the web at PippinMotorCompany.com.
Do you understand your current insurance coverage? Are you covered for all the things you need, or worse, things you no longer need? At Hudson Financial Group, we will assist you in maximizing and understanding your coverages. With access to multiple carriers, we can help you find the best coverage for the best price. Home, auto, farm, ranch, commercial, life insurance, and financial planning. Hudson Financial Group is your one-stop shop. Call us today, 903-693-7874. Hudson Financial Group, where insurance equals assurance.
Cade Moore is going to lead off for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the fifth. Again, Carthage leading by a score of 5-2. We've been playing now for over an hour 45 time limit. That pitch is inside, ball 1. 7-inning ball game, if we go that far. Looks like we probably will get into the 7th. Here's a pitch. This one is hit in the air. Left fielder coming in. He's there calling for it, and two-hands it for out number 1. So Moore flies out to left. He is now 0 for 3. He is lined to center, fly to right, and fly to left. All right, Blayton LeGrone up now. He singled and scored in the 2nd and then grounded out to short in the 3rd. This pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Blayton LeGrone, a senior. Also on the varsity roster is Branson LeGrone, a freshman, and they are brothers. Here's the 0-1. Gets the bunt down. Nice bunt. Third baseman has it. Throw to first in time. A little bit harder than he would have liked. Third baseman came in, took it on one hop. And he didn't get it down toward the third base line as he would like to have had it. So LeGrone is out 5-3. And that brings up Cade Ross now, the 8-hole hitter. He's been on twice on a fielder's choice and a walk, and has scored 2 runs. LeGrone, slightly close stance at the plate, not much. Doesn't crowd the plate. A little bit closer to it this time than he was the previous time. This is a fly ball to center field. Center fielder goes back now to his left and makes the catch for out number 3. So the Bulldogs go down in quick order here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And we go now to the top of 6, Carthage 5 and Liberty 2. Back after this 60-second break.
looking for something a little different, well, you can find it at Carthage Furniture. What am I talking about? I'm talking about a Bulldog red upright freezer. It's a 6 cubic foot, and it's used for just $7.19. Or you can find a bubblegum pink 2-door refrigerator. It's a 9 cubic foot and only $7.99. Carthage Furniture equals free delivery, and Rosa and Lena speak Spanish.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with your State Farm homeowners insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Agent Tate Barber, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. Together, we can help you make sure you get the discount you deserve. No policy with State Farm? No problem. Call me, Agent Tate Barber, at 903-693-7555 or stop by my office, 1502 West Panola, directly across the street from McDonald's. To find out how much a multi-line discount can save you.
Larry Allen along with Thomas Powell coming to you live from Bulldog Park in Carthage. Carthage Bulldogs and the Liberty Panthers in Game 4 of Day 1 of the first annual Scott Lee Invitational Tournament. Scott coached 23 years at Carthage. 20 district championships, took 4 teams to the state tournament, winning it twice in 1990 and 2005 make that. Here's the pitch in there for a strike. This is the 2-hole hitter, Ryan Hessler. Strike 2 call. Hessler hit by pitch and then struck out swinging in the third. This pitch is hit foul. Okay, Ross over in foul ground is there waiting on it, and one hands it for out number 1. So Hessler pops out to first in foul ground. 1 down here in the top of the 6th. This game moving along at a pretty good clip. Part of the reason for that is the pace of pitching for Cade Moore. Broadcasters love pitchers who get it and ready to go. Here's the windup, the 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. I tell you what, Cade Moore would have no problem with a pitch clock. That's outside, 2-1 the count. There are some high school pitchers that I wish we had a pitch clock when facing them. Okay, here's the next pitch, high, 3-1 now. The pitch, the 3-1 to Clevenger, low, ball 4. Now let's see. That stops a string, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moore had retired 8 straight Panthers until that walk to Clevenger. And I believe, yes, that is the first walk of the ball game given up by Cade Moore. All right, so now this is the cleanup hitter. This is Graham Pavliska. Okay, we've got time called. John Goodwin's going to come out and talk to his pitcher. Okay, Josh, while we have this conversation on the mound, let's take a 30-second break. 30 seconds and we'll be back.
Hello from the Hobby Horse. With spring fast approaching, we are excited to show our new outfits for spring and Easter. We have sizes 2T up to size 10, and we also have precious new baby clothes. In addition, there's new home decor for Easter, spring, and for the bride. Springtime is also wedding time, so don't forget about our bridal registry. We have our bridal selections available for you to peruse, and excellent service to help you with your selections. Visit the Hobby Horse today, right off the square in downtown Carthage.
All right, the conversation is ended on the mound with Cade Moore and John Goodwin. I believe Brooke Soap was also out there. We're in the top of the 6th, 1 out. Liberty has a runner on first with 1 down, and a 1-0 count now on the DH, Graham Pavliska. This is the cleanup hitter right here. Outside. 2-0. So if he gets by this inning, then he'd be going toward the bottom of the order in the 7th. Here's a 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1 the count now on Pavliska, who has grounded out to third and drove in a run when he did that and grounded out to short. So he's hit it on the ground to the left side both times. Strike 2 call. I don't think Pavliska was too happy with that call. Here's the pitch, ground ball, right side, underhand flip to the shortstop for one, throw to first. Got him! Double play turned by the Bulldogs, a 4-6-3 to get out of the inning. Way to go. A ground ball to Martinez, underhand flip to Watson, and Watson to first. A thing of beauty there. So Clevenger, the runner at first, was out 4-6, and then 6-3 to get Pavliska at first base. A 4-6-3 twin killing, and the Bulldogs are out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We go now to the bottom of 6, Carthage 5, and Liberty 2. Back after this 60-second break.
When you need a set of tires, call Window Graves at Graves Tires in Carthage. Their number, 903-693-4841. At Graves, you always save. They are located at 809 East Sabine in Carthage, which is right next door to the Dairy Queen. Now, whether you need a set of brand new name brand tires or you need a set of good quality used tires, you can find them at Graves, aligned and balanced and ready to go. And you will still have change in your pocket. That's at Graves Tire in Carthage.
This is Darcy with Carthage Flower Shop on the Square, where we are more than just flowers. In shop, we keep a variety of live pot plants, silk arrangements, snack baskets, candles, keepsakes, and a great bath and body line called Magnolia Soap. We now offer balloon arch installations, so give us a call for your next event. We can even get flowers to your loved one out of town. Thank you for all your continued support, Darcy, Jeanette, Levi, and the girls at Carthage Flower Shop.
Bottom of 6 here at Bulldog Park. Carthage leading at 5-2 over the Liberty Panthers. This is game 4, day 1 of the first annual Scott Lee Invitational Tournament. Caden Ritter leads off, and he's hit by pitch. Ritter hit by pitch. So he's on first with nobody out. Ritter, a 2 RBI triple, a single, and hit by pitch. That's pretty good production from the 9-hole. 2 for 2, a run scored, 2 RBIs, and been on base all 3 times. Way to go, Caden. And let's see, this is he squares around a bunt, and it's fouled off. Now, this is the top of the order, Maddox Martinez. Martinez has grounded back to the mound, tripled in a run, and then struck out looking. Martinez, a right-handed batter, a senior. Started last year at second base. Bulldogs trying to add an insurance run here in the bottom of the 6th. This one hopper to stop by the shortstop. Throws to second for 1. Throw to first, not in time. Hard hit ball on the left side, and the shortstop went to one knee, going to his right, stopped it, threw to the second baseman for the force out there on Ritter. So Ritter is out 6-4, and Martinez is on first with a fielder's choice. So Martinez is now 1 for 4. That one hit being a triple and an RBI. All right, that brings up Watson now, the left-handed hitting shortstop. There goes the runner from first, throw down to second, and he is out at second base. So Martinez trying to steal second, thrown out. And so now, 2 down and nobody on for Watson. Watson struck out swinging, walked, and then reached on a fielder's choice and scored. So he would be 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. 1-0 the count. We're in the bottom of the 6th, sailing right along here. We have not played an hour and a half yet, and we're in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Glad you could join us for Bulldog Baseball. We will not be doing games, the game following this one at 7 o'clock tonight. And tomorrow we'll be doing the 5 o'clock game against Center, and it will not have video tomorrow. I'm pretty certain I'm right about that. Now, Scott Lee will be honored before the 7 o'clock game tomorrow night, before the game with West Plains. He'll be honored, and he'll throw out the first pitch. 3-1 the count now to Watson. Here's the 3-1. Outside, ball 4. So Watson is on base for the 3rd time in the ball game. Cale Preston coming up. And we've got the Liberty coach walking out to the mound, a slow walk. And we're going to have a pitching change. Okay, Josh, a pitching change coming up. Let's take, therefore, a 90-second break. 90 seconds, Josh, and we'll be back. 90 seconds.
Better solutions, better building comes
From Louisiana Pacific.
The CTOQ industry that specializes in pipeline compliance for contractors, operators, individuals working in the oil and gas industries nationwide. Pintel welcomes the toughest challenges that our clients present, and we pride ourselves in always exceeding their expectations. Anywhere we're needed makes Pintel a desirable choice. Online at PintelSafety.com or call us at 888-750-8800. Pintel Safety.
You know where to go when you need a set of tires, so that's Carthage Service Center. But did you know where to go if your car or truck needs repair or a tune-up? That's Carthage Service Center as well. Carthage Service Center, located at 2000.
Back live at Bulldog Park, Larry Allen along with Thomas Powell, bringing you Carthage Bulldog Baseball. This is game 4 on day 1 of the first annual Scott Lee Invitational Tournament. And it's the Liberty Panthers, Liberty from the Houston area, a 4A school going up against the Carthage Bulldogs. Carthage leading 5-2. In the bottom of the 6th, we have a runner at first with 2 down, and Cale Preston is the batter. This is a one-hopper back to the mound. Pitcher runs halfway to first. Underhand toss and to first, and Preston is out 1-3. And that ends the bottom half of the 6th inning. So no runs for the Bulldogs. No hits. No errors, and 1 left. So we go now to the top of the 7th. Carthage leading it by a score of 5-2. We'll be back after this 60-second break.
Starting a new project? Gain Hardware and Lumber is right in your neighborhood, ready to help, because do it yourself doesn't mean do it alone. Locally managed and operated, they know your name. Walk in and they treat you like family. They're to celebrate life's biggest moments right alongside you. From your first home to your first grandbaby. They're all about relationships and community, not transactions. That's what makes them locally strong. Stop in at Kane Hardware and Lumber today, 224 South Shelby. Why would you shop anywhere else?
Carthage Independent School District is where champions are educated. As we face another year of uncertainty, Carthage will remain committed to being champions for every child, every day. We will continue being champions in the classroom with the help of our incredible team of teachers. We will continue being champions in extracurriculars, fine arts, and athletic events with the support of our fans along the way. And we will continue being champions for our community. Thank you for your continued support.
Go to the top of the 7th here at Carthage. Again, this is game 4 of day 1 of the first annual Scott Lee Invitational. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Invitational tournament honoring Scott Lee, 23-year head coach of the Carthage Bulldogs. Took 4 teams to Austin State Tournament, won it twice, 20 district championships in 23 years. Over 500 wins. Okay, let's go now to the top of the 7th. Cade Moore trying to go for a complete game here. Kirkland, the batter, grounded to second and grounded to third. Here's a pitch, and it's in there for a strike. 1-1 the count now on Kirkland. If you've just joined us, Cade Moore works in a hurry, working from the middle of the rubber. That pitch is outside. 2-1 the count now. Cade would have no problem at all with the pitch clock. I'm telling you, he gets the ball. He's up on the rubber immediately, gets a sign, and here we go. Here's the 2-1. This is grounded foul. At one point, the Liberty coach called a timeout to talk to his batter, and the whole purpose of it was not to talk to the batter. It was just to throw off the rhythm of Cade Moore. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, right side. Martinez has it on the 4th hop over to first in time. And Kirkland is out 4-3. Cade is only allowed 4 hits. He has struck out 5. And he has locked 1 and struck out 5, I believe is right. Let me total up those strikeouts. I know he's only walked 1. Here's Sandifer, the batter. Sandifer has singled and then flied to right. 1 strikeout there. 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. 4 strikeouts coming into this inning. Here's the 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1 the count. Bulldogs will be playing New Diana after the end of this game. Be about a 20-minute break in between games. 20 minutes, something like that. 3-1 the count now on Sandifer. Here's a 3-1. Strike 2 call. Full count now on Cody Sandifer, the catcher. This is a ground ball, left side. Watson has it, glove hands it, throws to first. Nice dig there by Ross. Nice play by Cade Ross to scoop out that low throw. And so that's 2 down now. Cade Carter, the batter, he is lined to right and struck out. So Liberty down to the last out. Moore into the windup. The pitch swung on and missed. I don't know that I've seen a faster worker on the mound of the Bulldog pitchers I've seen through the years. I'm telling you, he gets it. All right, now he gets it back to to Moore. This time a little bit slows it down a little bit because Soap was not behind the plate. 0-2 the count. This could end it. This was a ground ball foul down the third base line. Liberty down to their last strike. Carthage leading at 5-2, top of the seventh. Nobody on, 2 down, 0-2 count on the batter. Okay, finish it out with a flourish here. Strikeout. Here's the 0-2. Popped up foul. Ross over in foul ground, and it's going to be out of play on top of the dugout. Yeah, Kay, let's just finish it out with a flourish here by striking him out. What do you say about that? Carthage up 5-2, top of the seventh, 2 down, 2 outs, 0-2 on the batter. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Big strikeout to end it. Boy, what a performance by Cade Moore. As he retired, let's see, 6, 7, 10, 12 of the last 13 batters. So 3 up and 3 down there. And he winds up with 5 strikeouts in the ball game. And the Bulldogs win it by a score of 5-2. Okay, Josh, give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and we'll wrap this one up from Bulldog Park.
Buying your new, pre-owned, or custom-built vehicle should never be a stressful experience. And at Excel Ford, our staff works hard at ensuring your buying experience is always a relaxing, stress-free event. Whether it's a car, truck, SUV, or crossover, you are always welcome to browse at your pace or custom build your vehicle at excelford.net. Excel Ford, right on the loop, right on the price.
Choosing the right healthcare provider can be a difficult task. Hope Community Medicine is here for you. Whether you need medical, OBGYN, or behavioral health services, it is our mission to provide access to high-quality health care regardless of your ability to pay. With 5 convenient locations in Carthage, Tenaha, Center, and St. Augustine to better serve your family. Hope Community Medicine, 903-690-8395.
Since 1980, Juicy's Hamburgers has been serving up the freshest, juiciest burgers in East Texas. At Juicy's, every bite is legendary. From our hand-ground beef to our crispy fries, golden onion rings, savory beans, and mouth-watering chicken fried steaks. Everything is made fresh to order. It's no wonder Juicy's has been voted best burger in East Texas for 40 years running. Juicy's Hamburgers, where tradition meets taste.
Farmers State Bank, a name that you know and can depend on. We're your neighbors and community partners. We're committed to meeting your financial needs by providing banking solutions for your mortgage, commercial, or personal loans. With 118 years of service to our community, we're part of your local rodeos, 4-H, and festivals. We want you to know that we're here for you. Visit us at fsbctx.bank or come see us today. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Thursday afternoon at Bulldog Park in Carthage, Texas, the Carthage Bulldogs and the Liberty Panthers in Game 4 of Day 1 of the first annual Scott Lee Invitational Tournament, and the Bulldogs win it by a score of 5-2. Here are the totals in the ball game for the Liberty Panthers. They had 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and they stranded 2 runners in the ball game. For the Carthage Bulldogs, they had 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors, and they stranded 7. The Bulldogs' record now is 1 win, 2 losses, and 1 tie for the season. Cade Moore goes the distance for the Bulldogs and gets the victory. In 7 innings, he allowed only 2 runs on 4 hits, struck out 5, and he only walked 1. The RBIs for the Bulldogs were an RBI triple in the second inning for Maddox Martinez, a 2 RBI triple in that second inning for Caden Ritter, an RBI single for Cale Preston in the 3rd inning, and that was followed up by an RBI single by Brooke Soap in that third inning. So again, Carthage wins it 5-2, and they will be playing a game 5 on day 1 after this game is completed, and they'll be playing tonight in New Diana, and then the Bulldogs on Friday will be playing twice. They will play Center at 5 o'clock. We'll have that game live for you on EastTexasToday.com and 1590 AM. And then at 7 o'clock, they will play West Plains. Prior to the West Plains game, Scott Lee will be honored, and he will throw out the first pitch. So, again, the final score Thursday afternoon from the Bulldog Park in Carthage in the Scott Lee Invitational Tournament. The final score, the Carthage Bulldogs 5 and the Liberty Panthers 2. For your Sports Beat station, I'm Larry Allen. I want to thank you for joining us, and thanks to Thomas Powell for giving you the video tonight, and also Josh Good back at the station keeping us on the air and giving us the commercials. Thanks, Josh. Another good job there. So once again, the final score, again, we'll be on the air tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock or a little bit after, depending on the length of the games that precede the Carthage game. And we'll be going up against the Center Rough Riders tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. Hope you can come out and support the Bulldogs. If you can't, we will have it for you live on EastTexasToday.com and 1590 AM. Once again, the final score here Thursday afternoon, the Carthage Bulldogs 5 and the Liberty Panthers 2. For your Sports Beat station,